Consider supporting Review Tech USA on Patreon for just $1 a month. Link below in the description. Skip it up and that up. So the Nintendo Switch is a great system. We know that. I've talked about it probably way too much, and you're probably sick of me talking about how much I like the Nintendo Switch. But it has one big problem. I don't know why I made that face, but I did. The big problem that it has is that you can't transfer the saves anywhere. You can't back them up to a cloud. You can't back them up onto an SD card. You can't do anything with them. So if you lose your system, yeah, you lost your saves. Or if your system breaks, you lost your saves. So if you put 8 million hours into Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, guess what? You're screwed. Can't get them back. Trust me, I know. I accidentally dropped my first Nintendo Switch. Luckily, I had a warranty from GameStop. I swapped it out, which was very easy to do, but you can't transfer your saves. Once your system's gone, your saves are gone with the system. Unlike Sony and Microsoft, where you could back up your saves to the cloud, Nintendo is still stuck in the early 2000s and 1990s, like if you had a corrupt memory card on your PlayStation 2. Your memory card died in your PlayStation 2, you lost all your saves. Still the same thing with the Nintendo Switch. Time to catch up with the times, Nintendo. Now, Mashable actually had an interview with Nintendo's Reggie Fils-Aimé, and they asked him about this. Hey, you can't back up your saves on the Switch. A lot of people are complaining about it. It's a fairly big problem, and this is what Reggie had to say about it. You're talking to someone who's completed 120 shrines, and I think I'm at 400 Korok seeds and growing in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. So I understand what it's like putting a lot of time into content and the thought of that content not being there. And Reggie went on to say it's a lot tougher for them to do cloud saves with the Nintendo Switch because it's a hybrid system. It isn't just stationary on your table or under your entertainment center like the PS4 and Xbox One or your desktop PC. So he said there's more challenges to doing the backup saves. And to that, Reggie, I say, bullshit! I own 8,387,242 gaming PCs. I don't know why I have so many. I'm exaggerating, obviously, but I own way too many. And you know what happens? If you lose internet, it just, once the internet comes back up, and say you get your games through Steam, Steam will then transfer your saves to the cloud. So if you temporarily don't have internet, when you get internet again, then you can back up your saves to the cloud again. Why is that so hard with the Switch? Okay, so you take your Switch on the go, you play it when you're traveling on vacation somewhere or something, and then when you have internet access again, whether you have internet access at your hotel or when you dock it back at home, then you could have the Nintendo Switch upload the saves to the cloud. Why is that so hard, Reggie? So when the console's not home, it can't back up the saves. When the console has internet access, it can back up the saves. It's not rocket science. The computers do the same. What about when someone has a laptop, Reggie, and they have a gaming laptop and they have Steam on it? When they're in a place and they have no internet and they're playing a single-player game or playing whatever game they're playing on Steam, it just doesn't back up the saves. Then when they have internet access, they back up the saves on their gaming laptop. Why? Where's the challenge, Reggie? I'm lost here. Look, Nintendo has made great strides with catching up with the times. They've learned a lot of lessons with the Nintendo Switch, and it shows. This is the most relevant Nintendo has been when it comes to home consoles. Okay, I know they've been doing very well with portable consoles forever, but when it comes to home consoles, Nintendo has finally realize that times have changed and they've caught up and they've done fantastic things with the Switch. But they're still learning, okay? There are some ways that Nintendo's still stuck in the early 2000s and late 90s, and this is one of them. Yes, Nintendo, people, especially when it comes to big games like Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, would really appreciate being able to back up their saves. And you need to implement that a feature like, let me look at my imaginary watch that I'm not really wearing a watch, like yesterday. Because your competitors do it, all three of your competitors, if you include PC, and you don't. And I don't want to hear the excuse, oh, it's a hybrid system, so it's more challenging. No, it's not. When there's no internet access, you don't back up the saves. Once the Switch has internet access, you back up the saves. It's not rocket science. Get on it, Nintendo. It's a pretty important thing that's concerning a lot of people, including me. Take it from a guy who broke his first Switch, because I'm an idiot. This is Rich of Review Tech USA, signing out. Have a good one. I'm having real bad luck with the Nintendo Switch, I just realized. Like, losing games, breaking the console. This is, like, so not me. Whatever.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. And to hear more content like this, make sure to subscribe to Review Tech USA.